Hello, and welcome to the show. This is Everlasting Creators. My name is Joshua Shoemaker. I am the CMO of Everlasting Creators. This is episode number 39, the Small Business Guide to Business Blogging. And on behalf of my lovely wife, Christina Shoemaker, we welcome you to the show. Um, we're happy that you're here, and hopefully you get comfortable in the community and you gain some knowledge. In case you are not aware, there are a lot of valuable learning materials and guides. Um, I just want to say I know too. I just want to kind of apologize. We did kind of jump ahead tonight for the live stream, which is supposed to be at 8. Uh, so, my bad. But I had an obligation at 8 o'clock and I apologize. So, and I don't know about you guys, but where we are at here in Pennsylvania, it was snowing and stuff. So, I have to run out and make an errand. And the CEO doesn't like to drive in it. So, that being said, you can join us every night at 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday to Saturday. I'm not being very consistent tonight, and that was another technical thing. I could have pre recorded this and we could play it. So maybe if I get done in time, we can shoot it back on at 8 o'clock again. So you'll get it at 7 here, and you'll get it back at 8. We've also been live streaming at 10 o'clock here at Everlasting Creators. We've been giving out great content, when the creator economy. Uh, and for those of you who are just tired of just a job, we are content creators. We help newbies start off their business and get rolling. And we shall move on to. So, get my slide up here. So, here's the deal. I don't know who's on the show right now or is going to watch the replay, but here's what I want you to know. Okay. We don't know if you're new to the digital marketing world, you're the expert, or you're somewhere between. Okay. We don't know that unless you message us, tell us that. We find out with a call. Um, so you're at the right place, the right time if you're looking for innovative ideas with no BS. Okay. You can find out inside, and you can find that out in our Facebook group where we just have an overwhelming amount of quality content. Okay. And we haven't even scratched the surface with the content that we provide on there. We haven't even taken any of our trainings and uh, had them transcribed. I mean, we're on episode, what, 40? So I'm going to put the link in there just so you can already get a hold of that right to where the Facebook group is. That way there's no fooling around and getting there. So the link is now there. Also, before we move forward, well, no, we'll talk about that later. So over in the Facebook group, we have several things. The most valuable free tools, how to use social media properly. Our top pick for live stream. And we are going to tell you that we prefer StreamYard. StreamYard is very affordable, very easy to use. Now, I know if you don't have money and blah, 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 and you're just getting started out, You can use Facebook Live, okay? But after a while, you'll want to change for that. I'm going to slap StreamYard's our referral link in there, and yes, we do get paid if you do join. We greatly appreciate it. It doesn't cost you anymore. StreamYard just shares some of the money with us because we are promoting them. Um, I personally feel that they are. I've used several live streams, and StreamYard, I feel that within about 15 minutes to a half hour after you get your uh, Facebook and Twitter profiles all set up so that you can stream to all of them, which it's, what is it? It's eight, one, two, four, six. Yeah, I thought it was eight. I almost start with seven, but I forgot when we do the webinar thing, it automatically puts one up there and then I count out seven. So, uh, but it is eight. So you could stream. Okay. And so what I'm telling you is you're going to stream to eight platforms. You can stream to eight platforms at once. Okay. So you can have Facebook page, Facebook group. Okay. And you can also stream to your website if you have visitors going there. We don't do that. You can stream to Twitter. You can stream to YouTube. So there's four. Those are probably about the four that you'll have. Okay. Um, for us, we have other pages and businesses that kind of coincide. So we stream to them too so that we can keep the followers up to date so they can move on over because we have been shutting down some of those pages and things. And, it just becomes too much to manage. I can manage everything and teach you the same thing under the Facebook page and Facebook group and our website. I can talk to you about the same things versus have 50 pages where I got to try to answer all these daggone different comments. Just consult. So I do. If you comment over on another page, I ask you, hey, please go over and join our group. That way you get a full value, you get full attention. We don't monitor this page that much. I do because, I monitor it, but it's very like a couple days because what happens is it does show up on my meta thing for Facebook business to manage all your pages. And that being said, we are going to move forward. So, my thing here is you guys have probably been taught all wrong. You've watched all these other people and internet marketers and you've listened to them and they've said, do this, do that, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So inside, you'll learn why and how to fix that. Okay. Our methods are so simple. There's about five of them, 5 steps. Now, some steps are longer than the other. I'm not going to lie to you. Okay. Some steps you're just like, oh my gosh, I got to keep doing this and doing this. Yes, you do. Okay. Uh, but what's going to happen then is your husband, your wife, your significant other, whoever it may be, they're going to get pissed off because they're going to find out that, hey, you've wasted all this time, money, and energy on a bunch of crap. Okay. When you could be over in our group, get quality content, get quality training, so you can get out of that rat race and get out of that tired job and learn how to create your own content and be unique yourself. Okay. And be the expert in your niche. So don't make the mistakes all these other people are out there doing. Okay. I see people jumping on live every day, certain times, and, I wish them the best. But sometimes they seem not professional, but you have to learn. It takes people a while to actually learn how to live stream and get comfortable and be able to have a slide to your left and look at it and pick up information. But you can do that when you've been around for a while. And we've been around for a while. You hear the story in the beginning in episode one, uh, why Everlasting Creators was started. You know, all the some of the bullshit I did for over the years, wasting time and money, and it's just plain stupid shit. But I'm not going to speak that into existence because here's what I'm going to tell you: we are doing great things, and we will continue to rock the internet marketing world. Okay, we're going to have. I mean, people just. I don't even know what to tell you, but you just need to hold on to your panties because things are happening. So again, you can catch us over here in our Facebook group, where you can get some free digital marketing guides. There's over 30 something, 39 maybe. I've put the link already in the comment section. You can do it there. The other thing is too, hey, if you find any value out of anything that we are talking about tonight or one of our videos or anything, other episodes that maybe you've watched, if you could, which you can watch them over on our YouTube channel, which is Everlasting Creators. YouTube, I think it's Everlasting Creators. But please like and share and show the love. That's all we'll tell you. Okay. So tonight we're talking about the Small Business Guide to Business Blogging. And I'll probably have mixed emotions. The VA does set some of these things up, and I roll with them because there are certain topics that we need to talk about and should be talking about, even though I don't like to talk about them. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Be prepared because we're going to have a TikTok marketing guy, free marketing report coming up for you here. We'll get that stuff set up because TikTok is climbing in video. So, content marketing is all about writing the best content and let it bring value to your brand. Okay, if you have shitty content, your brand's going to suck. People are going to say, "Oh my God, you didn't give nothing." If I just sit there and talk, "Hey, yeah, buy my $7.95 product," and we do this, we do that, but buy my $7.95 product, and we do more and more and more and more, and buy my $7.95 product. That's not content. That's you trying to sell shit. Okay, content's what we're doing right now. This is content. Period. So good content and can increase your brand and visibility, and strengthen your brand, your reputation, your funnel. After you get going and you have a funnel to sell something, and get you more traffic to your website, to your Facebook groups, to your pages, uh, and encourages more visitors so that they can convert into, what do we need them to convert into? Buyers. Okay, that's why it's important. Don't build a product and think they're going to come, because they're not. You need to build your brand. I can't stress this enough. I feel like I'm a little messed up here. I think my chair's a little too stiff. It does look a little crooked. There we go. Now I can get back and be a little more comfortable. So, anyhow, have a plan. Have a plan. So, before we go into, before we go any further, though, you may be thinking this: do I need a blog? A lot of us already had a blog in the very beginning. Okay, so a lot of the conventional online marketing wisdom says yes. I'll give you the answer ahead of time. But the real answer Could be, maybe, and it depends. Okay. So what that means, uh, you know, to me is it's great to have a blog. Back in the day, you needed a blog because that was the only way to get your content out there. Now we have social media. So I'm saying it's okay to have a blog, but keep it updated. It's just one more thing for you to update. It exposes your brand. And the nice thing about the blog is what I want to tell you is if you do it right and you use WordPress and Optimized Press, use Optimized Press Smart Theme, and you get your domain and you send it there. Here's the deal. You can combine your blog into also your membership site and where you sell products and your pages for privacy and things like that. So, yes, and no, and maybe, like we were saying, but it's superficial to have one. Maybe that's not the right word either. So, sometimes I just shoot words out of my mouth. They just come out. So, first ask yourself these questions. Can you consistently produce content? And that's just it. So here's the deal. If you have the blog, then post your blog content, same content, and be consistent on your Facebook, on your social media groups. Okay. So the other thing is, do you have time for a blog? Because that's one more thing to add to your Facebook group and Facebook pages and your Twitter accounts, your Instagram accounts, and all those. Okay. So will having a blog directly impact your business? I don't know. I don't have your business. Okay. I believe that we use the blog properly for us. For you, it could be totally different. Okay. And do you have useful, informative content to share? Okay. And again, here it's kind of relevant and kind of, you know, one hurts the other. I mean, if you're doing content on social media, you can post it to your blog, but then it's just another thing you got to hurry up and make sure you do. Okay. And do you know how to rate well? Because we've been talking about how to rate SEO, like to get your sites ranked. Okay. So then you're working into a ranking thing too. Um, or will you hire someone to do that stuff? Do you have a strategy and distribution plan to make sure? Okay. So once you've answered these questions, you will have a pretty good answer whether or not you should start a small business blog. Okay. If the answer is yes, then you're in luck. But here's what I'm going to tell you. Like for brick and mortar, it's better for you just be hooked on social media. It's easy to look at your social media account and do this. So it's all in preference. I don't think there's a right and wrong answer other than answering those questions we just talked about to see if it's really worth it to you. Uh, if you're an internet marketer, you're going to be selling products in your niche and things like that. Yeah, the blog would be good because if people go to Everlasting Creators, because they say, well, Everlasting Creators, I can't remember. That's all I remember. Everlastingcreatorswhat.com, and they punch it in, and the blog comes up. So that's very helpful because then they see it. And with ours, the nice thing about ours is we got at the top, we have a menu, you know, for membership and login and blah, 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 blah. So people can see that kind of stuff. So, how to start a business blog. There are seamlessly endless tutorials which promise to help you kind of start a blog in like 10 minutes. Okay. I don't think I can even set one up in 10 minutes with Optimize Press. I'm just going to be honest with you. I think it'd take me like a half hour to get the couple tweaks. I mean, I guess if you just want something just slapped up there, then that's okay. But to me, for a business, that's not professional. I don't want to go there and look at this shitty ass piece of website. It just shows me how much time you put in your business. It just shows me what you think of your business. Okay. And some of this instruction, can be horribly misleading. Um, so while everyone, I see this all the time, we all are so quick because, man, we got a cell phone, we got to have a hand, got to do it, got to do it, got to do it, got to do it, blah, 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 blah. Okay, it's got to be instant. So everyone loves it quick and easy. Just setting up the platform for a blog hardly, I just said it earlier, launches a path to blogging success. It doesn't. Just because I say, hey, yeah, I got a blog, I'm successful. I like the positive attitude, but you're going to have to continue to work on it, okay? So, here's the deal. There's good news that if you start a small business blog in about 7 days or less, okay? Because these things take time. I'm telling you, if you want a nice, you can't rush this stuff. So, to do so, you need a platform, content ideas, and a writing process, okay? So, um, So here's how to start writing a blog. The development. For the sake of simplicity, we'll discuss how to be building a platform. Yeah, blogging platform using WordPress, which I just told you that. So even before, if I show you the slides, like I already know what it's going to take. Okay. So, and that's assuming you already have like something already set up. Okay. So again, So if you have a WordPress site, you may be able to condense day 1 and 2 into a short few hours. Do you want your blog to have a homepage? Do you want it to have a static homepage? Yes, there's a difference. So I could make a sign up form, and if I hit static, that makes it the front page. You don't see everything else until you click something, until you click like Everlasting Creators for Profiler / blog. That's probably the directory version of it. So, excuse me. So, if you have a site, but it isn't WordPress, you may want to consult with a developer because you're dealing with HTML. And I'm telling you, HTML is great, but it's old news for me. Okay. It's possible to add a WordPress blog to a non WordPress site, but it requires some advanced skills. And you can do that. You can take and create a subdomain off that, and, you know, and it's not hard, but you can kind of mess it up. There is a couple good tutorials on that are free. I've used them before. Uh, where I wanted something to be like joshshoemaker.com / TikTok. Now we just change that. We just combine everything and just create a membership site and just, okay, you can have access to TikTok. Oh, you wanted Instagram. Oh, I'm sorry, you didn't pay for that. Okay. So it's a little more simplified that way. You need to brainstorm. Blogging is not a small task, okay, from production standpoint, but understanding why blogging might be difficult and a difficult element for a small business. Um, for the sales minded individual, letting go of product pushing. Because and I just told you, you don't want to be on there. Yeah. Uh, Today we are talking about uh, how to fix your dishwasher, but please buy my 795 product, and then you move the drain, and then buy my 795. You can't do that shit. Okay, so just kind of get that. So you'll need help to brainstorm for content ideas. And here's the deal. Here's how you can get content ideas. Go over in our group and start being consistent and listen to us and go live every day. And then take that live stream, give it to Rev, have an AI service, anybody Fiverr, have it transcribed, and then edit it. Make sure you could even say, hey, you want to turn this into uh, can you turn this into 5 blog posts? But then you have to know to do your Facebook Live that you talk about one thing and then you got to try to stop and you got to switch. And then now we're going to talk about this. But it is possible. There's all kinds of ways you can create content. And content that you create is the best content. Okay? I just want to let you know that. So, 3 ways to kind of brainstorm better blog posts. It's funny how it does it. You can't just see what happened, but it is funny. So, customer service emails and calls. Uh, tr- you can go back in time. You can scope out your competitors. And okay, I'm going to kind of just touch base on the customer service and emails. Okay, sometimes your customers will give you ideas of things that they want, and then you can talk about them and post about them. You can go back and think when your company was brand new and how it started out, and tell that story from the beginning to current. And you can write small blog posts about that. Scope out your competitors. Okay. Notice I said scope out. I didn't say copy, but you can go look at your competitors' shit, check it out, check them out, and model them. Be unique, be yourself. Don't steal their content. It's wrong. Okay, you'll get kicked right out. We'll all gang up on you. Sorry, I better watch that on social media because I might have hurt somebody's feelings. Oh well. Okay. Day 3. So day 3, there's some blogging tips. So crafting a business blog can be a little tricky for writers and non-writers both. It's kind of equal. The tone and professionalism without being formal. Okay. Um, Aside from making your writing grammarly correct and typo-free content, like we all try to do, there are 2 main factors that you must consider when you're writing a blog post format. A blog post format and tone. Okay. Blogs aren't essays. They're not reports. They're not letters like, hey, dear John, da, 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 da. A blog post would have an introduction, you have the deep content, and you have a conclusion. There's 3 things. We've discussed these 4 on previous ones. Um, they have to look and feel as if they're your own, not just some revamped bull crap, BS stuff. So get a sense for how bloggers form their sentences. And here's what I'm going to tell you. I think if you're kind of, I would personally, if you write if you're genuine and being yourself, and people, you do a couple live videos and they know that that's how you talk, then they can relate to your blog post. It's not really that difficult. Okay, so the blog post outline is the oldest trick in the writing book. But an outline truly will help you collect the right thoughts and execute faster. So start with your headline, your title. So what are you going to talk about? And in your headline title, those are your key words. So in the first couple of sentences, you need to use those words because that's going to get you ranked higher. So choose something that's purposeful, intriguing, and actionable. From there, flesh out your main points. Okay. We've talked about that. Like you talk about your main topic, and then you kind of break it down into a couple small subtopics, and then you finish off with your conclusion. I know that's what's going to happen. Um, so use subheadlines, bold, spacing, and beyond. Think of subheadlines, bold statements, and bullet points as the spark notes for your blog post. If someone clicked on your post and wanted to get the gist in about, let's say, 30 seconds to a minute, will they be able to? Okay. The other thing is use images. Don't go batshit crazy on images, though, please. Make sure they're high quality, properly licensed. You didn't just steal them. And a teaser for the content. Okay. Social sites like Pinterest and Instagram, they've used a lot of images. Okay. And that's how that kind of went about. So you need to make sure that you um, edit and upload. Uh, this should take about less than an hour to accomplish. Uh, you need the day to marinate a bit on what you've done. Okay, so today your building platform efforts and writing endeavors become one. The other thing is edit. So go through your post critically, read it aloud, maybe have somebody read it for you. I find it best if you read it out loud, but you will find it better if somebody else could read it out loud. And if I'm not mistaken, you can do maybe, I want to say in Google Docs, it might even, now you can speak your text, speak to text. But there are some things that, some softwares you could buy that could read it out loud to you back to you and see if it sounds proper. Excuse me. I apologize. So you just want to make sure you edit and revisit a couple times. So like you want to go through it real quick, do a quick edit, and then come back to it. And I know, see, this sounds time consuming. That's the other thing about writing a blog. It can be very time consuming, along with social media content. Uh, so day 5, you want to publish and promote. But see, the days get shorter. The point of this is the days can be shorter if you start to get a rhythm. So in the beginning, some things are going to be take you longer. But if you're consistent and daily doing them, I just want to say, because we're talking about day 5 and it said 7. But I just want to show you is when, in the beginning, even like for Everlasting Creators, for me to get back in the game a little bit on live stream because I wasn't doing that much of it at with JoshShoemaker.com. I was giving good content and things like that, and I knew video was part of it. But here's the deal. It's kind of like this. If I handed you this PowerPoint that we're doing right now, let's say it might take you maybe an hour and 30 minutes. You give me the same PowerPoint, okay, and I'm done in about 35, 40 minutes, or maybe up to an hour. Depends on what I talk about and how I get excited in between about something that I just want to stress about. Okay, so the writing blog posts will become faster for you. Okay, and eventually, probably, you know, you probably spend about 2 hours writing a post, which content, and you can pay somebody. Sometimes it's so cheap just to pay somebody to do it. Jeez, just depends. You $5 for maybe 10,000 words. I don't know what the going price is, but that'd be cheap to me. So if I was going to spend over on Fiverr $5 for 10,000 words, and it was going to take me an hour to do the whole thing, I'd be like, "Bull! I know the right answer to that one. Hey, could you write me that post on Fiverr? Thank you." So you want to publish and promote. By today, you should have your blog post on day 5. And again, this is just starting out. Live and ready, and congratulations, you finally got your first blog post up. So introduce your content by promoting it to the world. Go to social media sites and say, hey, come check out our blog, blah, blah, blah. I recommend you going live. Live content's great. People like videos. There's still people reading content, but small, vast amounts of it. Like, it can't be long form. Even, I mean, for me personally, if you're selling something, just get to the points. Give me the points, boom, 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 and let me look at it, let me compare, and let me decide. When I see long form sales pages, but you got to do, the problem is you got to do it because sometimes long form sale pages help the new person out. So you just publish and promote. And if that being said, here's what I say. Do you have any questions? Because if you do, please leave them in the comment section down below and we'll answer any questions. Or if you're watching the replay, we ask that you just go right ahead and leave a comment in that section from the replay. And bing, bada, boom, we'll answer it because we follow the sites. Again, over in our Facebook group, which you can find the link in the comment section. You can gain valuable tools. I know I didn't go through all these. I'm working on a couple things here. I got to get my show on the road, and there you can see it again. And then, of course, we can do this little fun thing here. Everlasting Creators, there's StreamYard. Okay, or I don't know what this one does. Oh, brings up. I forget. So, or we can do this one. We can change it to the groups and have a little ticker run across the bottom just so it draws your attention a little bit. You gotta have a little bit of fun with this, okay? I'm just saying. So you can catch us over on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, our website, and TikTok. Okay. The only one that is kind of weird, and I would like to work on changing, is Twitter, which says Everlasting Cree 3. I like to change that. That just kind of sucks. But I'm sorry. But anyhow, that is the end of our live streaming show for tonight. So, here's all. I'm Josh Shoemaker, CMO of EverlastingCreators.com. On behalf of my lovely wife, Christina Shoemaker, we bid you a good night, good morning, we don't know where you're at. We love you guys. We wish you the best, and we look forward to seeing you on the inside of our group.